You know, truly, that wheel can do no wrong. Praise wheel! Welcome back to the Skill Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's episode 8 of the Praise Wheel Build-Off. We're taking the H10 Optic from Vanquish Products, Josh and I. Josh from Harley Designs. I will post a link down below to his channel. We're taking the H10 Optic RTR and making them our own. And boy howdy have we done that. It's not even really the same car anymore. It's absolutely 100% totally different, and I've done all the things that I was supposed to do. This week's a doozy, so let's get right to it. I hope you like to do it yourself. Roll a tape. And special guest this week is the Bluetooth speaker setup in the back of the Optic, because we're gonna play the audio off of that from last week's stream so you can see what happened. Here we go.
I hope you get uninstall whatever you installed last week.
Boy, that sounds good. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
It's just rude.
Oh
no!
Yes.
Stupid wheel.
Praise be to wheel.
Why?
Wow.
Okay. That was it. The wheel is done. Buy something incompatible, new to you, a brand, Temu, thank God, didn't get selected, and uninstall whatever you did last week.
That's crazy.
That was rough. The wheel continues.
What am I gonna buy? Oh boy. Yep, I got spend double the money. So of course, to go with that, and we'll get to that in a second, we had to do a bunch of other things, including finishing this light bar, which is now done and lit up. It looks really, really good. I printed this on the Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon using 2 different filaments at the same time. AMS allows you to have multiple rolls of filament. 4, actually you can have up to 32, I think, or 16, one of those two. It'll allow for a lot of rolls of filament. And I used carbon fiber PLA, which is most of the black filament you see on this truck, as the base, because I didn't want light spilling through. And then the rest, I used a clear or translucent red PLA, and it turned out really good. That is a nice bright tail light. That's COB lighting, which you can direct power from 3S, works really, really well, and it looks fantastic. I'm so chuffed with how that looks back there. Really, really nice. If you're looking for this hood panel, it's not Night Customs, it's Josh Toth. His link is in the description down below from week 1 or 2. I can't remember exactly which one, but it is there, along with all the links to all the other things I've added to this truck over the 8 weeks. One thing I did not do, change out the motor in ESC. Just didn't get to it, unfortunately, but I'm really happy with everything else. Let's move on to the next thing I did, which was spend double the money. And that was adding 2 really nice Reefs Raw 800 low profile brass servos. And we needed 2 because I went full rear steer on this truck, and I could not be happier with how that turned out. I had to adjust the top links ever so slightly to give a bit more push to get this rotated properly. Otherwise, it was easy. Nothing else had to happen there. Lower links are the same. I took the entire front steering axle, and now it's on the back, powered by 2 Reefs 800 LP servos. Man, that's going to be a lot of fun once I upgrade the BEC. Because I doubt that the internal BEC on this rebranded Hobbywing ESC is going to be enough. But it doesn't matter, I don't have a controller for it anyway. I'm not running it until I get one. And Josh proves that he took all the shock oil out too. One of the other things I did for this week was add a Night Customs printed interior. And it's featuring me. I'm in there. And I did an entire painting demo for all of my loyal gold level ding-dongs. Yes, you can join the channel membership here on YouTube and get all kinds of extra content. Tips and tricks, behind the scenes videos, travel logs, how-tos, just good old-fashioned BSing. And thank you to all of these lovely people for being a gold level ding dong and participating in that private YouTube channel. We actually did an entire live stream painting this driver. So you got an idea of all the steps required or what you might need to do to get one looking as good as him. I mean, not good looking in the sense of like handsome, because that's not me. Get in there, zoom in there. Let's see that man. Oh yes. But maybe not handsome, but certainly well painted. Really nice to be able to share all that content with my loyal subscribers. It is a very awesome extra bonus thing. Consider checking that out. Link down below. Okay, so along with that Night Customs interior, rear steer, and the tail light, and spending double the money, I also figured I should probably get that dig installed as well. So yes, it should come as no surprise, it didn't actually fit in this car because of this wild and crazy speaker box that Josh developed, which is such an awesome piece. I didn't want to get rid of it. In fact, even four-wheel steer is going to be a little bit hampered by that, just in terms of the actual suspension stroke. Not a big deal as well either. There's still a lot of travel back there, but just not as much as you might get if there wasn't a speaker box in there. But I'm not getting rid of it. I like it. And I think it ties the whole truck together, man. So while that dig didn't fit in this optic, it did fit in this optic. And since it's installed in this optic and working perfectly, you can see front drive there and then rear lockout there, we're calling it installed because it got installed in an optic. Semantics. It's gonna fix all my problems. I decided to go with a non-functional interior just because I wanted to keep things a little more simple in this truck. This is still a very good looking interior. Despite it not being animated in any way, it doesn't really take away from the overall look of the truck. I'm really happy with the carbon fiber PLA red that I chose. It is a good match to the cage and the rest of the truck. I think it all just kind of ties it all together. It's really got a nice, cool look. Back before I decided I was going to do rear steer, and when I got Will It Steer, and I added these front components, I also wanted to add those Mius 128 grams worth of steering knuckle. So we've actually added those as well. Lots more weight up front and down low where you want it. Nice addition for sure. I like that they come already pre-painted black. That's nice. And there were no fitment issues whatsoever, no rubbing on the wheels. It's like they were meant for this truck because they were. Is it a truck? Is it a truck or is it a buggy? Who's really to say? Put a comment down below. You know I love reading through your feedback and I try to answer as many of those comments as I can. And of course, if you've enjoyed this series, there's a whole bunch of other build-offs that Josh and I have done in the past. You should definitely go check those out. And special added bonus, Richard from Turks and Jerps and myself are planning another type of build-off for the new year. So you better stick around and watch for that. Like the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video from the Scale Builders Guild, which is frequent. Very happy with this one. Rear steer, super easy to do on this truck, provided you don't have a giant speaker box. And overall, this was just a super fun build. I have had such an amazing time over the last 8 plus weeks, putting this truck together and sharing all these little tips and tricks with you along the way. These build-offs are always a wealth of knowledge and creativity and a lot of one-upmanship. And I think Josh and I had an amazing time. I don't want to speak for him, but I really enjoyed doing this. And now that the optic kit is out, what better time than now to start modifying and changing and making one of these your own. I'm really excited for the future of this platform. I think it's really, really great. I love it. And this just goes to show you one way of making it a customized buggy. You honestly, the sky is the limit, really. If Josh can come up with a Smokey and the Bandit theme, surely you can come up with a better idea. And no, I won't stop calling you Shirley. I think that's going to do it for this series. We both owe you a run video, which will happen at some point in the future, as soon as it's not crappy out. All right, so there you go. No ESC, no motor, but a whole bunch of other fun stuff. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, we may not see you next week on this project, but we'll see you again soon.